Is it going?
Yeah, it is.
Is it in yet? Austin, is it in yet?
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know what you mean.
My anus is so stretched out that I can't feel anymore. Is it in yet?
Thanks for that.
That's what it means. It's a joke.
Evan, I didn't need to know that.
I'll pay you $20 to watch.
I don't. What are you watching? I'm not participating in this.
Not doing anything.
You're the guy who likes having milk sprayed in his mess.
What?
If you watched Mystery Team, you would know.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Nerd Corner.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. We're actually recording again. Yay! Austin, why are you recording?
I don't know.
This isn't going to go up for like a month if you record.
Well, it already happened, so I guess
you can send it to one of us before we leave. And we'll
I suppose so.
I can do it. And I can teach Evan how.
Yeah. That way I can be trained in all the ways of the internet gurus. Fucking nerds.
Nerd!
Nerd!
Yeah, I'm your host, Heidi. That's it.
I'm your other host, Austin.
And I'm your best host, Evan. You come over to my house, I'll make you drinks. I'm the best host.
And he has goats.
I have goats now.
That's the most
You
funny.
do?
Yeah, we have 3 goats. So, one of them's name is Totes.
McGoats!
Yeah, Totes McGoats. I don't know the other two's names.
What's the gimpy one?
But so there are two. There are 2 normal ones, and then there's the third one has 4 legs, but it only uses 3.
And that one
The 4th leg it holds up to its side, and like I don't think it's injured. Maybe it doesn't work or something. But like we're not sure if maybe the goat's just special.
That one is mine. That's like
maybe it's inspirational.
That one's pseudo mine, just because it's adorable.
Maybe it's inspirational. Maybe it's retarded.
Austin, you shouldn't use that kind of word.
Oh,
It's offensive to the differently abled.
Yeah, that's any better.
What? How is that bad in
In
English?
the context that you're using it?
I love that word. It makes me laugh.
I was
Differently abled.
I was watching Scooby-Doo earlier today.
That's from Rick and Morty.
Hey, we're
I watched one episode of that and I never want to see another episode of that again.
That's the best show ever!
Dumb. I was showing our friends
Rick and Morty for 100 years, Morty. 100 times rickandmorty.com. www.100yearsrickandmorty.com.
I can't do that show.
That's how that
Oh,
show
Like, I feel like it's gonna be one of those shows that I go back to later. But it was like we were watching Gravity Falls, and then I watched an episode of Rick and Morty, and it just wasn't good enough.
Morty, we have to go through customs. I need you to put these up your ass, Morty. Mine is old. It's stretched out, Morty. I can't do it anymore, Morty. I need you to do this for your grandpa, Morty.
And
I need you to take this and put it in your butt.
You gotta throw in the burps.
Yeah, I can't burp, so I...
You can't burp on command.
No, I can't burp on command. I can barely burp out of command. I had to train myself to burp over years.
How come you can't burp?
The first time I ever burped really well was the first time I was going to see The Dark Knight. And I was with Danielle, and she's a really good burper. And she burped, and I'd been working on this for like a year.
I think the term is burpist.
I don't know. Burp artist. And she burped, and then I burped, and it was bigger than hers. And I was like, filled with so much pride. That's why I
can't burp normally.
I can't. My burps, I just go.
Were you never?
You like swallow your burps?
Well, I burp in my mouth, and then I just breathe out.
See, you just have to open your mouth when you burp.
Yeah, and I had to learn that and learn how to burp because I'm just naturally too polite.
It's true.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I have to.
I grew up with many boys, and burping was like a necessary rite of passage.
Yeah, in my house...
You can't get into the treehouse if you don't burp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that
It's okay, I'm in the same boat as you, Evan. I grew up with a bunch of women, so, like, I don't burp much.
I didn't grow up with a bunch of women.
I did.
But, yeah.
I just want to
throw
that out there.
I always had, like, more female friends than male friends, though.
I did.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, well, you're a girl. And I only have female friends that prefer male friends.
Boys. I just
It's
don't
weird.
want friends. That's a lie.
Yeah. So what are we doing this week? Tell us, Heidi. What have you done? What games have you been playing?
We didn't introduce
Batman.
Nathan.
Nathan's not a
been
host.
on the show.
He's a guest.
Nathan's the
This is our
invisible
guest,
voice.
Nathan, who might talk on occasion.
Who's our technological expertise.
What is he
If we have any
done?
questions.
He's never done anything.
He's a
for me.
nerd!
I didn't ask. I only take requests.
What do you work, or what company do you work for?
Technically,
You can't say.
No, I shouldn't say.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
No,
Yeah, you can't say. Tell me afterwards, because I think I remember.
You don't
but-
remember? He works for the big one.
Is it this? It's the same as Emily's boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically not, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I have been playing Batman Arkham City Game of the Year edition, and it's so good, and I'm
Batman.
so upset that
Hello,
I didn't...
Batman.
Batman!
Batman.
Bruce Wayne decided to become a very ridiculous lawyer. And he's now Batman.
Oh my goodness, the Batman. I'm gonna be your worst nightmare.
I object. I'm Batman.
But I haven't played it
Harvey
before.
Birdman.
And I'm really upset at myself for not playing it before because I bought it on a Steam sale like last year when I had
And you were like, I don't really want to play it. I'll play this other tiny indie game instead. And I was like, you should play it.
And then Evan came over and was like, you need to install Batman and play it.
Yeah.
And I did, and it's so good.
And then
And you know,
I don't know how close I am to done.
if you beat Mr. Freeze, have you fought Ra's al Ghul yet?
Yeah, that's before
Okay,
Mr. Freeze.
so you beat Ra's al Ghul, you beat Mr. Freeze. You're close to the end. You're
trying to kill-
75% through?
I'm trying to kill all the freaking snipers so I can get to Joker. And I'm kind
yeah,
of over it.
that Joker fight is like, very close to the end.
Joker.
Yeah. But
That
then I'm going to have to
laugh
go do all the side quest stuff.
actually sounds a lot like the laugh that's in the game for like when you pop Joker balloons or something, or when you cut the little teeth in half or something. I don't know. There's a little.
Oh, I never tried cutting the teeth in half.
Yeah, throw a batarang at the teeth.
I have to go find the teeth again. No, I don't. I don't want to go back down there. It's dumb.
But yeah, so watching you play and getting to play on occasion
never mind.
made me remember how much I love that game, and I reinstalled it, and I'm just a little bit ahead of you.
Well,
but I've got that far in like 5 hours
I mean,
because I can just run through that game now. I don't know why. Like I played it once,
I
and
think
then I
I've
watched
logged-
her play a lot of it. So
I think I've logged like 10 hours now.
yeah, that's
Between
pretty good.
you
Well, you know, you
playing
can
on
play.
my
You can
account.
play after that. You can play the new Shadows of Mordor game.
Because yeah, the
I
controls
heard.
are the exact same.
Yeah, it's a very similar
I heard
game
that
style.
it's pretty good too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be amazing. Except for the second half is apparently really disappointing, although it doesn't bring down the whole game enough to make it not amazing.
I still can't fully get behind the story, but I haven't.
That's
played
pretty
it.
much what people say. They're like, the story is super lame, the second half of the game you're way too powerful, but overall it's just so much fun to play.
Yeah, I kind of
But,
wish
yeah.
it was just generic fantasy and not.
Yeah,
Lord of
I
the Rings.
agree. I think it would almost benefit from not being Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but I
No.
hopefully will play it soon. I'm thinking of picking it up later this month. So
whoopee!
yeah, so I've been playing Arkham City as well. I played a little bit of Far Cry 4 or Far Cry 3 again,
Rawr, my dog,
because I
I'm
still
attacking
haven't
you.
finished that game. I play like one part like every time I play, and then I go, okay, that's enough, and then I don't come back to it for like 4 months. Even though I love that game, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I've been playing lots of random, dumb, easy, casual games a lot lately too. But nothing super exciting.
I've
They're all
been-
old games.
Keeping up on television, actually.
I haven't.
I've been watching a lot of TV.
So I watched the Arrow premiere, which was very solid. I saw the Flash premiere a long time ago, very solid.
Wait, Arrow premiere of the new
season.
New season.
Okay.
Arrow and Flash are going to have a crossover with episodes soon, which should be really cool. The trailer for it I posted on the Facebook page, which everything we talk about in the news section I pretty much post on the Facebook page. So like you can just follow there, and
You'll see what we're talking about.
if we pique your interest here, you can go to the Facebook page and check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, the trailer for the Arrow Flash premiere is like Arrow's like shooting an arrow at like a target.
And
Flash just runs like from like across the country and like just grabs the arrow in front of his face and then like goes like, you gotta be faster than that, and like runs off or something. And then Arrow just goes, show off. And I was like,
That's the whole trailer?
Yeah.
That's so great.
I was like, I like this.
I haven't seen either show.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm excited either way. I should watch
Yeah.
that show. Both of them.
I've been playing Smash Bros. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played any Smash Bros.
And
yet.
then I guess that's about it.
I haven't done. You've been super busy.
I've been so busy. I haven't really gotten a chance to play anything. I saw the season premiere of Bob's Burgers. It was good.
That happened? I missed that.
Mhm.
Oh no, I have to
I
go
still
watch
can't
that.
get behind that episode
Which one?
or that show
Oh, because Archer?
segue Archer. Have you heard about what happened with Archer?
Oh,
No,
I'm
I
guessing it
haven't.
has to do with the name ISIS.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the name ISIS in the show.
Oh!
Because of
all-
ISIS.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of
So
merch
funny.
that people feel
Which-
like they can't wear now.
Yeah.
It makes me almost mad. Like I
Now we're coming after
They
you,
made-
ISIS.
they made-
You ruined our TV.
they made the right decision getting rid of changing the name and stuff. But I almost wish they just went, fuck you, we had it first. We have the balls, and just be like, just make a clip about it in the show. And then, okay, they should at least change the name in universe
Yeah.
or something, and have like Archer's mom just be like, these bastards in the Middle East are using our name, we have to change it.
So do they have to go back in all the episodes and change it?
No.
No.
It's just for the new stuff that they have
Yeah.
to
Yeah, so the new season, they're not going to use the name ISIS, which I almost wish they had the balls to just keep it.
We don't know. They might actually just throw it. They probably will be just like, I could see the mom being like, oh, somebody's using our name. Let's change it or something. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, we're rebranding.
yeah, we're rebranding. Ha!
No,
I would
we
love
will.
to see them be like, oh, we're getting really bad publicity from all of this. We need to rebrand.
Yeah, I want them to make a
But
serious,
It
like...
kind of sounded
No.
like they were going at it from a very serious
I'm
perspective.
sure
and
they
were
are.
like,
It's kind of a
what
serious-
ISIS is doing is really not okay, and we don't want to have any association with it, and so we're not... Like, it sounded like they don't want to make any jokes about it. They're very serious, which it is.
I mean, like, yeah.
But as a comedy show in America where we don't have to care about anything because our lives are so, like, amazing.
Yeah.
Ebola.
One guy has it.
I know.
He died.
He
One
died.
woman has it.
And the nurse who was taking care of him broke protocol and got it from him.
Okay, but I woke up this morning and I get on Facebook, I'm scrolling through, and I found this article, and it's like
That place is hell already.
some person I like am friends
Vomit.
with because they're like an older family friend or something, but it was an article about how like Ebola is becoming airborne.
Operation Glass Brisket.
And I was just like,
We firebombed Texas.
That's brisket.
I was at work the other day, and this...
There goes our Texas audience.
No, this is a funny joke about Texas, too. I sell lottery tickets at my work.
Hey, I'm from Texas. Don't make
No,
fun of
you're
Texas.
not.
I am. I was born in Texas.
Oh my
I lived
God.
the first 3 years of my life there.
You're
they were
not
wonderful
Texas.
years.
Anyways, so I sell lottery tickets at my work, and a guy won like $2 or something. He was this older guy. He was really funny, and he was like, "Oh yeah, now I can retire." And I was like, "I don't know. You might need to win like at least one more ticket." And he was like, "Not if I'm going to Texas." And I was like, "Is it really cheap there?" He's like, "Yeah, but you know the only problem." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "There's a lot of Texans there."
That is the main problem with Texas.
And I was just like, that is...
So I was
great.
born there, and my dad would tell me stories of having to pretend he was dumber than he was to get people to not get angry at him.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see the episode of Top Gear where they do they do
They
a
don't
road
do it
trip?
in Texas, though.
Yeah, but they do a road
It's
trip
all
through
the-
America, and like when they're in the South, one of them spray paints like it was vote Hillary Clinton or something on the side of the
They
other
do-
guy's car, and he got
Yeah.
attacked.
No, that's like one of my favorite episodes. I think it's in season
It's so
9,
good. That show's
Or, like,
fantastic.
13 or 12.
I don't like cars.
It's somewhere
and I
there.
love that show.
I know, me too.
But Oh, that was a great episode. They just went from Florida to like Louisiana or something though. Because they
Apparently
ended in New Orleans.
the main guy has done a voice recording to do GPS commands.
There's 3 main guys.
And he says it like, the tall, older guy.
Jeremy Clarkson?
Yeah, I think it was Jeremy Clarkson. Did like a thing for one of the GPS companies where he can give you instructions, but apparently he does it like snarkily.
That's cool.
That's beautiful.
And I'm like, that's fantastic because,
I want that. I don't want
he's
that.
like, when you get there, instead of being like, you have arrived, he's like, congratulations, it only took you and me and thousands of computer programs deciding all of these to get here. You're so great.
Whoa.
Good job.
I want Richard Hammond to be my GPS voice. I like him way more.
I want Stephen Fry to be my GPS voice.
If we're picking out of anybody, Stephen Fry is pretty far up there.
So, Stephen Fry has always been the narrator of the Little Big Planet games.
Yes.
The next Little Big Planet game, the main villain is being voiced by Hugh Laurie. It's Fry and Laurie back together again.
Oh my god.
That makes me so happy.
I'm really happy about that. That's great.
Like, I'm probably not going to get that game. That comes out on the 20... Or on, like... No. It comes out same day as Far Cry 4 and Dragon Age 3.
Oh, geez.
So, like, no one's going to buy games because you can only get one. Like,
we're all too broke to get 3.
I'm going to buy so many... I still don't think I'm going to get Little Big Planet 3 because I love 1 and 2 so much. And it's not Media Molecule making it, and just nothing they've shown has impressed me to the point where like Little Big Planet 2 did, where I was like, that's so much better, I need that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so that's what you've been playing this week.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how we got on to all the rest of that, but whatever. Yeah.
Bob's Burgers, linked to Archer, which was news, and then I went on to other news.
Looks like the new Alien game came out.
Yeah, it's not getting good reviews, but a lot of people are actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the fans like it, but the critics don't. From what I've seen. Which is kind of weird, but,
It happens. What's more news?
Alex is playing it. He says he loves it, and it's scaring his pants off.
Ooh, apparently there's a new Just Dance game coming out next week.
Oh my goodness. That came out way more gay than I expected it to.
Okay.
Sunset Overdrive comes out in a week.
Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, there's so many games coming out in like 2 weeks.
Dude, it's the fall game rush.
You know what I'm excited for?
We have a new Call of Duty, new Halo. We have Sunset.
It's not a new
Overdrive.
Halo, Austin. It's the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Oh,
It's Halo 1, 2, and 3
You're
put
right.
into one game.
Pokemon's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, it's the fall game
Far
rush.
Cry.
Basically,
Grand
I'm
Theft
planning...
I didn't even know there was a new Grand Theft Auto.
No, it's not a new Grand Theft Auto. It's Grand Theft Auto 5. The one that we just got is now coming out for computer and next-gen consoles.
Oh.
And then Little Big Planet and Dragon Age.
Yeah, basically all I care about right now is Dragon Age and then Fantasy Life and Pokemon,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm excited for Fantasy Life.
And then December's going to be really busy with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, don't care.
Super Smash, The Witcher.
I might get Super Smash Bros.
Battlefield.
I'm excited for Witcher. Don't care about Battlefield.
Dead Island.
No. I'm going to play the first one first.
And something called Evolve.
Evolve is cool. So basically, it's one person plays as a giant alien monster that, as it eats people and collects resources, evolves to get bigger and stronger and everything. And then a team of other people play people who try to take it down. So it's like one person versus 3 people.
That's perfect, because then I don't have to play on a team. I can just be evil.
You can beat, and one of the monsters that is one of the things you can evolve into is basically Cthulhu. And yeah, everyone who's played it has said that it's super fun.
That sounds so good.
So yeah, that sounds cool. I'm probably not going to get into it because I just can't stand... I think so.
Really?
Yeah. I just can't stand playing with people I don't know.
Well, if all 4 of us get
Austin,
the game, you don't have
somebody
to
shit in your lap. He put his Shih Tzu in his lap.
Yeah.
That's why the joke is funny.
Yep. He's so cute.
What?
What is what?
Never mind.
Ooh,
Nathan was somewhere doing something all week, and that made us
It
sad.
wasn't even that exciting.
where were you?
I was at the PGA Golf Tour for Prize.com Open something.
Okay. That is the whitest thing I've heard in a long time. A golf tour
For
Fries.
Yeah.
That's like...
.com.
Prize.com.
Wow.
It's pretty white, man.
Wow. That's,
Yeah.
I think
it's like professional golf with acne.
Professional golf.
we should transition into news now.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
that's the ending point, and now we have news.
First thing on the news list this week, Guardians of the Galaxy is getting an animated series based on the movie.
Ooh.
Wait, who's making it?
They released a trailer for it,
Uh-huh.
and bro, come on.
I turned it off.
So they released a trailer for it. The writing looks okay, but it's like only 4 lines are said in the whole trailer, but like it looks questionable. It looks like it's for kids a lot and like all this stuff. So it's questionable, but the art of it is amazing.
Yeah.
Watching that trailer, I was like, this looks spectacular. It is beautiful.
Because I'll watch a crappy show for good order.
Yeah.
It might have just been the environment and how cyberpunk the environment they were in was, and how I just loved it.
Oh, okay.
Because of me, but like, it looked really pretty. So check that out, Guardians of the Galaxy animated.
Okay.
It's on the Facebook page. Next order of business. There were leaked photos of on the set of The Flash, Professor Zoom, or the Reverse Flash,
Okay.
was seen in costume.
Zoom.
What is...
He looks really good. He's a guy
Zoom.
who finds out how to tap into the Speed Force, which is what the Flash uses to go so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And he he's evil.
But he's
Okay.
basically the Flash.
He's the
Just
Flash if
evil.
the Flash was evil.
Okay. When you said Reverse Flash, I figured...
Is this like an
And
older guy?
he steals the Flash's costume, and like something weird happens, and it turns all the red. Or since the Flash costume is red and yellow, his is red and yellow, but like switched. All the yellow parts
yellow
turn
and
red,
red.
and
Yellow and
the
red.
red turns yellow. And then like his costume in the show looks really cool because like the lower half it like turns black, and it looks pretty good. But like a lot of people don't like how the Flash's costume looks in the show.
Really?
I
think
good.
it looks fantastic.
Mhm.
I
It's
love
good.
it.
But if it's
I'm
something
hoping they can
different
do just as good for the movie.
Yeah, so next thing, Rebels Episode 2, we've all seen. Technically, Rebels Episode 1. What's weird is they're calling the first episode a movie,
What?
Yeah.
and
Well, it's longer.
Droids
I
in
guess.
Distress is considered Episode 1.
They released that first episode on DVD at like Walmart. and-
Crazy.
Spark of Rebellion is being considered a movie.
I get.
And
How
so
long was it?
It was 40 minutes, like 44 minutes or
It's
something.
not a movie.
Yeah, but
I
there's a
don't
lot of kids' movies that run that long.
No.
So the second episode, or the official first episode, Droids in Distress,
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Very good.
I loved it.
The
so
Star
much.
Tours reference just.
Star Tours,
Ah!
like,
I'm
and
so sad that I didn't get to go on that right now. Like,
other Rebels news is they are re-airing Episode 1 on ABC with the movie on ABC with an additional scene with James Earl Jones reprising his role as Darth Vader
what?
in the show.
Yeah.
What? That's,
James Earl Jones
They're so
is Darth
insane.
Vader again.
What did you
The
hear?
all is right in the world.
That's a beautiful
Did you
thing.
hear when it's gonna be?
No, I haven't, but I
should
think
have
it's
a
within
party.
the next couple weeks or
Should have a
something.
movie party with somebody who has cable.
Yeah, I
don't have
technically do, I guess.
I don't.
We're supposed to be able to have even just the basic.
Yeah,
10
we'll
channels.
we'll find it and watch it. So yeah, that's cool. Rebels news. So the current rumors for the Marvel universe, we were kind of arguing about this earlier. The rumor is that Tony Stark is in Robert Downey Jr. is close in talks with being a main character in
It's confirmed.
in Captain America 3.
It's confirmed.
No, he's confirmed to be in it, but the Civil
He's
War
confirmed to
stuff
be in
isn't.
it, and all of the storylines so far have been leading basically to Civil War, and that's been the debate of like where is Civil War going to end up, and so they might doing it in Captain America 3 and having Iron Man and him like
Butting heads would be pretty great. There's also this rumor that Iron Man 3, the main villain, is basically just going to be the NSA. And, that Captain America is going to be fighting the NSA because he is now, like, since the last movie, become, like, a symbol for
America?
No,
anti-government? Or...
No, anti-surveillance.
Oh, okay.
Because he cares about personal freedom. So, like, that's kind of weird. But, yeah, I really hope this leads to, like, at least a miniature version of Civil War.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, like, Captain America 3 and Iron Man 4 together, like, did the whole Civil War story, like a miniature version of the Civil War storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I think that needs to happen, at least.
I'd be okay with that. Because both actors are wanting it out.
Yeah. And after Captain America 3, maybe, like, Avengers 3 or something. There's also rumors Avengers 3, they're switching the whole cast, practically.
That's
so,
weird.
like Tony Stark is out. Steve Rogers might be out. All these characters might be out. And they'll be being replaced, which like is expected from Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier, because Winter Soldier becomes Captain America.
Yeah,
and that actor has signed a 6-movie deal.
Oh.
And Chris Evans' deal is almost up.
Yeah,
and so basically
and he doesn't really have a desire to stick.
It's
with
basically confirmed that Bucky's going to be Captain America soon enough. Which is cool. I'm excited for.
Has the guy that is playing the who's the black guy?
Falcon.
The Falcon, that's it. Is he what's his movie deal look like right now?
He's got a good deal. He's showing up in a lot of things. He might show up in Avengers 2.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen leaked footage of him.
Yeah, I think there are set photos of him on Avengers 2. I know there are set photos of War Machine.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle.
I'm really hoping that's not
Avengers
the next.
2. Iron Man. Yeah, I don't really like Don Cheadle as.
That's the thing. Like, are they just going to start using all the sidekick characters for the next?
Are going to take over? Possibly.
Like, is it going to just be the Falcon, War Machine, Black Widow, and
then
Hawkeye?
Sony has been talking about how their Spider-Man franchise at this point is practically losing them money.
Because they made such a bad
They have no idea what to do with Spider-Man, and every time they're like, well, last time it failed, and now it's failing again. And every time it's failed, it's because they've taken freedom away from the director. Yeah. And producers have just been like, you gotta put this in, and then it comes out as a bad movie, and then they're like, we don't know why it's failing. Yeah. It's like, because you're an asshole, that's why it's failing.
Somebody just write them a note. We can make you this much money if you just sell to Disney.
Yeah. They are considering not selling to Disney, but working out a deal so that Disney can have their own Spider-Man.
Sell to Disney.
Disney knows what they're doing.
For now, but...
To some degree,
they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. I put my trust in Disney.
Like, what's the last... A lot of people, I guess, didn't like Thor 2. I really liked Thor 2.
I thought Thor 2 was better than Thor 1.
Yeah, I thought Thor 2 was better than the first one.
I think most people think it was better than the first one, but like a lot of people were disappointed in it. I personally loved it.
Why?
I don't know. But that's just because the whole time I was watching it, I was going, this is a cool Warhammer 40k movie.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so lots of stuff going on there. Also, on the Ellen show, or on Ellen DeGeneres show, Robert Downey Jr. was on there.
Yeah.
And she was like, so, Iron Man 4? And he's like, well, there's lots of things going on, and I don't know, like, we're in talks and lots of serious stuff. And then she goes, okay, but like, Iron Man 4? And he goes, yeah. Like, that was his response. He just goes, yeah. He's like, yeah, Iron Man 4. It's going to be a thing.
That's going to beat around the bush.
So,
I am Iron Man!
You have to expect him to do that.
I'm living Iron Man.
So that's practically like confirmed. I mean, Disney hasn't confirmed it, but he pretty much went, yeah.
They're probably really pissed him for it, too.
Iron Man 4. So, yeah. So that's,
Marvel.
The Netflix series, they showed off the Daredevil costume.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks pretty awesome. I'm super excited for that show. Yeah, that show's going to be cool. Check it out, Netflix.
Other thing that has been confirmed, or supposedly very confirmed, I'm trying to figure out exactly how it showed up. But, the Pacific Rim movie Twitter tweeted a Facebook photo of Pacific Rim 2.
How did Pacific Rim get a sequel, but Dread can't?
That's, okay, Pacific Rim is great, but
Pacific
Dread is
Rim.
also great.
You see, I disagree with that. Dread is great. Pacific Rim is okay.
Pacific Rim
There
is just
was
like
so
a feel-good
many-
summertime movie.
No, Pacific Rim had so many things that they did right that wasn't, like, cliche random-ass shit. It was good.
It was
and, like,
all an homage to Japanese robot anime,
Yeah.
which is cool and all, but, like, I don't know. I went in there, and when I came out, everyone was like, holy shit! And then, like, me and the one other guy who was super excited for it, both kind of walked out, and we were like, I don't...
like,
It was okay.
me, like, this is, like, my English major showing, but, like, so much of it was so good. Like, there were things other than, like, the action and the robots that made that movie really, really good.
My main thing is Godzilla 2 has been confirmed. Pacific Rim 2 has been confirmed. But the same company that owns them...
Needs to make it.
It owns Godzilla and Pacific Rim and King Kong. And the next Godzilla movie, rumor, like, destroy all monsters.
Yeah.
It's giant clash because they finally got the rights to the old monsters.
Yeah.
So, like, expect Mothra. Yeah. Oh my god, Godzilla. I'm so excited for that. Like, the new Godzilla, I really liked. Pacific Rim, I was like, eh. But, yeah,
I still haven't seen the new Godzilla.
It's a fun Godzilla movie. I prefer Godzilla to be a bad guy, and in this movie he's kind of a good guy. So, like, yeah. But that's just personal opinion kind of thing.
Is Godzilla supposed to be, like, a actual, like, conscious thing?
That's the thing, is it depends on the movie.
Okay.
50% of the time he's, like, a conscious good guy, and 50% of the time he's just a monster destroying things.
Okay.
Depends on his mood.
Yeah. My favorite Godzilla movie is...
It's supposed to be balancing out nature and...
Okay.
Yeah, in this movie, he is the balance of nature, which means they could bring him back as a bad guy because humans have offset nature so much.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so he could be trying to reset nature by destroying humans, which would be cool. And then I'd be, like, perfectly happy with it that they did both.
Yeah.
But yeah, they own all of those. Do a crossover, man.
Yeah.
I want to see that so bad. What I really want is for Godzilla to come out, and all the Jaegers are fighting him, and then, like, a super kaiju comes out, and they work together and they fight the kaiju. Like, come on.
And then Godzilla sheds a single tear.
Yeah, as Gypsy Danger is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, also big reveal this week, or was it just today? Was the DC
Last
DC
night.
release.
Yeah. It's last night's
So I have all of that written down.
So run through it real quick.
DC decided to release their slate of movies for the next 10 years. Which, since they haven't made a good movie yet,
Well, they haven't really made a movie
they
yet.
made Man of Steel. And this is all in the Man of Steel universe. Correction, I love Man of Steel. No one else does. Everyone says
I
it's
loved
terrible.
it.
It's the best
I
Superman
think-
movie ever.
It was great.
It's the best Superman movie ever. Because the original Superman movies,
They were awful movies.
the Reeves movies, everyone loves them. And they're bad.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Pretty
I'm
much.
sorry, everyone. Like,
No.
you can tell if you like. I would be happy
I'm
to
not
listen
sorry.
to your reasons why you think those are better. But everyone just says, "Oh, the old movies they were fun and they had hope," and these ones
That's
are
what
dreary
Hope is
and
for
dark.
losers.
And I'm like, they say there's no joy in Man of Steel. And when I watch Man of Steel, I have a smile on my face the whole
It
time.
was
I'm
great,
it's
yeah.
like being on a roller coaster the whole time,
Yeah.
and I love it. I don't know what I don't know. I love that movie. And So every time Star Wars news comes out, I'm always like, yes, they're doing this right. This is going to be awesome. Every time Batman v Superman news comes out,
I'm like, God damn
God, I hope they don't screw this up.
Yeah.
It's never good.
No, it's never good news.
It's never good. The first thing was Ben Affleck, and I was like, you know what? Ben Affleck, in the last few movies he's been in, has been fantastic.
And
he's gotten so much better.
He's been doing tons of good movies.
Yeah, he's really good now. So I was like,
everyone
was freaking out, and I was like, you know what?
Said he was awesome.
You know what? I believe in him for this movie.
Yeah.
And then they were like, and Wonder Woman is this super skinny girl. That I'm
She's
like,
this model.
I'm like, that's not how Wonder Woman looks. Gal
Gadot, but
and like, so I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I think she'll be great.
She's never acted before.
Yeah, she has.
Excuse you, Fast and the Furious, get out of this house.
Excuse me, Fast and the Furious doesn't count as acting because those movies are terrible and everyone in them is stupid.
Okay,
say it again. She's never acted before.
Spoiler alert for anybody who cares.
The peak of acting in those movies is saying I am Groot.
Okay, but she dies in the sixth one, and I cried for that shit.
Vin Diesel is best when you can't see his face and he has like 2 lines in the movie.
This is true.
Iron Giant and Groot are his best movies.
She made those movies way better than when she wasn't in them.
But everyone who has seen...
I agree she is not a good choice for Wonder Woman.
Everyone who has seen those movies and likes those movies has said that she'll be good, and so like...
I know,
I'm
like,
okay.
She's a great actress. Like, as far as the Fast and the Furious movies go, she was probably the best one in there.
That's really not hard.
No, it's not.
If I was in those movies, I'd be the best.
I agree that she's probably not the best choice, like, body type wise. Like, she...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe she'll...
But I don't know. She can surprise me, and I will be very happy.
Yeah,
I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. The costume that they released, where it's, like, heavily filtered, clearly, and everyone's like, oh, it's just all brown and bronze. Someone was, like, playing with it and found that, like, how heavily filtered it was, and when you take off that filter a little bit, it turns very red and blue and gold and stuff, and it looks very much more Wonder Woman-y.
Yeah.
It's just like when the Batman costume came out, and it was monochrome, and everyone was like, oh, that looks dumb, and they're like, it's monochrome.
Yeah.
It's a filter.
It's a
calm
filter,
down.
okay? And...
Now, having said that there's been all these bad things that keep coming out.
And Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, God.
And I was like, that is perfect. I love it, as long as they shave his head. And so far, everything has been that they're not shaving his head. And I'm like, God, can you do something right?
Wait, what's the Jesse Eisenberg thing?
He's playing Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Isn't the guy who made Facebook perfect for Lex Luthor?
Exactly.
He's just like him. He is. That's a great idea. I think that's an awesome modern idea. But he has never...
Milton, I got a great new idea. We're going to make Lex Luthor, but we're going to use the guy from Facebook. Ha!
Lex Luthor has had hair in every movie besides Superman Returns. And to be honest, he was pretty good in Superman Returns. He was the one part of that movie that wasn't just the worst. And he was bald in that, which I was like, thank goodness. And technically he was bald in the Reeves movies, but he always wears a wig, which is his actual hair, and he's actually wearing a bald cap when he's bald. And I'm just like, God,
your hair will grow back. Just shave it off.
Shave his head.
I just want to see Jesse Eisenberg bald.
Oh, he's ugly.
No, he looks like Lex Luthor.
He's ugly.
Have you seen that picture where they photoshopped him bald and put him in a suit?
Yeah.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
It looks perfect.
It's like a scrawny little Lex Luthor.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And everyone's like, he looks like he's 12, and he's 33. Superman's 33, and everyone wanted Heisenberg. He's like an old man. Lex Luthor needs to be physically imposing as well.
I don't want to see Heisenberg in anything else. I'm sorry, Breaking Bad fans.
But like, yeah, so DC movies coming up. Batman v Superman 2016. Also 2016, Suicide Squad. I think that's awesome. The fact, like, I think it's weird that that's
you
the
like how
next
they just
movie.
slipped that in?
Yeah, they just like, what? Where is that coming from? Do you know the Suicide Squad?
I don't know the Suicide Squad.
Basically, horrible convicts, so like Deadshot and Harley Quinn and all these like people who are like mercenaries but not quite like super villains. or the sidekicks of supervillains that are like that got caught. Basically, this one government woman, what's her name? Who's super awesome.
I don't remember her name. I always forget her name.
I forgot her name right now. Normally I know it, and I feel really bad. She was originally like a large black woman.
Yeah.
Who just didn't take shit from no one, and she's
Those
one
are
of the
best.
coolest characters ever. And they in the New 52 and like in Arrow they had her, and she's like a sexy black woman, and that made me kind of upset that they made one of the coolest characters who didn't need to be like sexy and skinny.
Sexy and skinny.
Sexy.
Don't you know, Evan, that everybody has to be sexy and skinny?
But she's the coolest. God, her name is on the tip of my tongue right now.
You'll think of it as we're ending the episode.
So basically, she takes all these convicts, puts bombs in their spinal cord, and then says, "You're gonna go do this for me. And if I ever..." And she's listening to them and has tracking on them and everything, and if they ever break any of her rules or do anything she doesn't like, she just blows up their spinal cord.
So,
that's so cool!
And so it's these villains doing really shady shit for the government.
yeah. And so the current squad in the comic
52,
series,
which is probably what they're going to go with,
is Black Manta, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Joker's daughter, and Harley Quinn.
Black Manta?
Black Manta.
Oh, and that would lead into the Aquaman movie. God, I hope they do that.
Okay, is it actually confirmed that what's his face from Game of Thrones is going to be...
Suicide Squad 2016.
Okay.
Wonder Woman 2017.
Okay.
Very cool. So the next like superhero movie, Wonder Woman. Awesome.
That's cool.
We haven't had a female superhero movie yet.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
I'm super excited for a Wonder Woman movie.
For that.
After Wonder Woman, Justice League Part 1, 2017 as well. 2018 has The Flash, who has been cast confirmed as Ezra Miller. Never heard of him before.
Oh my god, okay. Has anybody seen The Perks of Being a Wallflower here?
I have not.
Yeah.
You've seen him? He's the gay friend guy. The main guy that's not Logan Lerman.
Okay, will he be a good, jokey hero?
Yes.
Okay.
He will be fabulous, and I'm way more excited about that.
Yeah.
Just announced
Let me pull up a picture.
Will Smith and Tom Hardy are both apparently in deals with Warner Brothers right now for Suicide Squad.
Will Smith as Black Manta?
And Tom Hardy is as...
Who?
Bane.
Tom Hardy is?
Yeah. He's as somebody.
Tom Hardy was my personal fan pick for Lex Luthor. I think he would have been the best Lex
I know!
Luthor.
I was totally up for that, too. And I think you're the one who put that idea in my head.
It doesn't say who they're trying to go as, but like they're the two.
Well, the only black guy on the team is Black Manta.
Yeah. Well, they're saying Arsenal for
Tom Hardy is Arsenal. That's kind of weird because they need to confirm. I feel like they need to confirm Green Arrow before you can have an Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't know.
But whatever. But yeah,
he could be a
Tom
villain.
Hardy in anything. I'm excited for.
I know.
Tom Hardy's the best.
I saw that crappy movie War with Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
Tom Hardy and the dude who played Captain Kirk, and they're just supposed to be super spies, and they're fighting over.
Oh yeah, the thing that was like almost spy versus spy.
Yeah, that one. Okay,
so like this movie sucks, but Tom Hardy's in it.
Flash 2018, Ezra Miller. Aquaman 2018, Jason Momoa, officially confirmed by Warner Brothers.
That is, I
really wanted new Kirk, to be Aquaman.
Chris Pine.
I want Chris Pine as Aquaman. He would have been perfect, New 52, awesome Aquaman. The only good Aquaman ever made. But Jason Momoa, it's clear they're going for like Justice League the Animated Series, where he's just an angry king with a golden mullet and a look at my mullet, who's like, my baby is dead and my wife was murdered. I am a king, which is cool and all. It's just not my Aquaman.
Yeah,
it's an Aquaman that's cool. Also, he never wears a shirt. And that version of Aquaman never wears a shirt, so that lines up.
Yeah.
Also, the ladies will see it as well as me, because Jason Momoa, as a completely straight man, Jason Momoa, Khal Drogo is like...
Just because you're kissing a man doesn't make
you gay. Confused! Jason Momoa and, like, Chris Hemsworth, and possibly Channing Tatum, my man crushes.
Really, Channing
I
Tatum?
really.
He's so funny.
I don't like.
Okay,
him.
okay. Here's my
adorable.
thing. Here's my thing
I
about
want
Channing
him as
Tatum.
Shazam so
Is-
bad.
I don't like when he's not acting and he's not in a movie. I don't find him attractive at all. But then he's in a movie and I'm like,
Okay,
I mean,
but
I
when
see
he's
it, I
not,
guess.
when he's not in a movie, is he adorable and hilarious?
It's really funny.
And seems like a really nice, funny guy that you want to hang out with?
why?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. I want him to be Shazam so bad because he could absolutely play a 12-year-old in a giant Superman body. Because that's basically what he is.
Well, he did play Superman in the Lego Movie.
Yeah.
This is true.
He needs to be Shazam. I want that so bad. So, speaking of which, Shazam 2019. Justice League Part 2 2019. Cyborg 2020. And Green Lantern 2020. So Green Lantern's...
They're remaking it?
No, they're not remaking it. They're making it for the first time. So basically what I think is they're waiting until 2020 for Green Lantern because they really want people to forget that last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
It's
I really
awful.
want them to.
And
Because that movie was
they want them
terrible.
to forget it because they're going to make Deadpool too.
Yeah. And like, I never saw that movie. And to be honest, I really
It looked
hope...
awful.
I wonder if they're going to put... Yeah, so they're having Justice League Part 1 and 2 before Cyborg or Green Lantern. So I feel like Green Lantern has to be in the Justice League. And then he's going to get his own movie.
Okay.
I mean, he's one of the founding members. You can't, like, not have him in it.
I don't know if they're going to be able to understand
Yeah.
this.
Austin, in Justice League War, the recent animated film,
Whoa!
based on a storyline of New 52. Shut the fuck up.
Say it again!
In the animated movie based on a New 52 storyline that was hella good, where Aquaman shows up right at the beginning, super awesome, and he's like, they immediately make him like the coolest character. Like, they're like, oh, all these bad guys are getting away, and then sharks pop out of the ocean and eat him, and like he just throws his trident at him and like destroys 1,000, and pops out of the ocean and is just like, who's the leader here? I vote me. And I'm just like, oh, he's so cool because he's a king and he's awesome and I love him. And like, instead, in this movie, they decided, you know what, we're just going to put Shazam in there for no reason and kick Aquaman out, and then we're going to make our own Aquaman movie, animated Aquaman movie coming soon, and ruining that storyline as well.
I feel like DC just really needs to like figure out what they want to do and
The
stop
reason-
being like, we're going to have 1,000 universes.
The reason Marvel's successful is because they realized that the fans like the comics because the comics are good.
Yeah.
You don't have to change anything.
Well, even,
Yeah.
And DC is like, I don't know, maybe we should change everything all
even
the
with
time
the
for
DC
no
comics,
reason.
I gotta say, the DC comics, they're kind of hit and miss. They're kind of hit and miss.
God damn it.
Just like what they did with Batgirl recently. I know
Warner
that
Brothers
people love it, but I hate it. 'Cause I
has
like
no clue what they're doing. And it makes me really sad because I'm such a DC fanboy, but like, I just want a good DC movie. And like, I guess we have the Dark Knight trilogy, but that's not Batman. That's like this weird version of Batman that's really cool.
But not really.
Because it's like, oh, it's in the real set in like a realistic world, and it has all these things. But Batman has supernatural elements in it, and they couldn't do that. And like,
that's why we didn't I never got a Poison Ivy.
But like, the thing is that like, a perfect Batman is the Arkham City thing, like video game.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect Batman universe. And so like, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, that's the DC news.
And then the Disney news.
So
More
Star Wars news.
Yeah.
Okay,
Star Wars!
DC movies. Which ones are you guys most excited for?
I want to see Batman versus
I want to see
Superman.
something that doesn't
See that
suck.
first?
Yeah, that is what's going to make me judge the whole thing, really.
Oh, and the Justice League, like, they posted, it's really obvious if you're not an idiot, but, like, they officially confirmed that Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot are returning as in Justice League.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course they are, but
Before
yeah.
we move on, this is
I've seen
the
a
guy.
picture of him, and he doesn't look like the Flash at all.
I feel like he's gonna need to like become more superhero-y, But as far as like the jokey, like Flash character,
It's like DC.
I think could be okay.
I feel like I don't understand it because they keep going like Superman and Batman look exactly how they should.
Mm-hmm.
Current Ben Affleck just looks like Bruce Wayne. He looks like Bruce Wayne so hard, but like his abs right now, so hard.
No, like when they showed the trailer at Comic-Con for it, and when they did the previous year when they announced it, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard about the films, though, that they've released or leaked, has made it sound awful.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but like they're like Aquaman. All right, who looks anything like Aquaman? They're not allowed to be Aquaman. Let's get this giant Hawaiian man to be this relatively, like, of all the superheroes, like, Aquaman's not broad.
Yeah.
He's like a more thin build, I guess. Like, Superman and Batman. Superman and Batman are super broad-shouldered.
Yeah.
And then, like, Shazam is, like, muscle, bodybuilder build, where he has stupid muscle, because it's a kid's imagination of what a Superman would look like.
Yeah.
And, like, but Aquaman doesn't look like that, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Although as not good as it was, the new Conan movie, that Jason Momoa was Conan the Barbarian.
I remember watching that.
I really liked it.
That wasn't terrible.
It wasn't great, but
it wasn't terrible.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Anyway, I'm going
Wars.
to judge everything that the DC movies are going to do on that first one.
Good news
That's probably good
about that. We can all go into those movies with low expectations.
Yep.
And potentially be surprised.
Maybe they're marketing geniuses and they're just lowering everyone's expectations so that they
when
can
it's
release
a
a 7.0 movie and everyone will rate it like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
It was so much better than I expected will be every review.
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like, it's a 10! It's a 10! I remember when they released, like, Rotten Tomatoes had it at, like, a 100% for, like, a day.
Yeah.
And James Gunn posted that to his Facebook page and was just like, I know it's going to be gone tomorrow, but for now...
This feels good.
This is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
so Star Wars.
So
Austin and I have seen these before.
And I've seen them very tinily
I
form.
pooped my pants last night looking at these.
I woke up and I saw them, but I scrolled by them so fast because it was on my phone in tiny. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is all concept art?
This is all the concept art that was released.
So that's a picture. The first, you can go to our Facebook page, and there's a link to Nerdist.com that has all of these.
Yeah.
The first one we're looking at is a picture of clearly the villain-looking character.
With a red lightsaber.
With a red lightsaber. He looks real creepy and nasty, wearing some kind of armor.
I think he has a metal
dude
face.
behind him.
Yeah, there's a guy crouching
We
here.
have no idea. He kind of looks samurai-y to me, the guy behind him.
Really?
It looks like he's got, like, the
He does.
bun.
He looks like he's got, like, maybe even, like, the Jedi robe kind of, like,
Maybe.
the tunic thing
But
going
yeah,
on.
you can't really see him.
You can't.
But up front is Daisy Ridley's character.
Well, we assume is Daisy Ridley's character.
And she's holding a lightsaber that, if you look closely, is Anakin's lightsaber, I believe.
There's a phone in this house.
So, Anakin's lightsaber that was then used by Luke. And then...
now...
So, Austin, I don't remember.
What?
Does Luke lose the lightsaber at the end of Empire?
Yeah.
When he cuts off his hand, is he holding his lightsaber or something?
No, his hand falls, and then when he falls down, he's sitting there in the chute. He finds his lightsaber in his hand there, but when the floor opens up and he falls and catches himself, you watch his hand fall.
Is his hand holding the lightsaber when he falls? Okay, so the rumor is that the movie starts with, like, the hand flying through space.
What?
Holding the lightsaber, which I'm like, that's so dumb.
That's bullshit.
That's
and
really
apparently
dumb.
somehow it ends up on Tatooine.
It doesn't make any
What?
sense.
I don't know that. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know if I believe that.
That doesn't make any sense.
But basically, the idea is that this girl, the main character, lives in a destroyed AT-AT in the desert, which you can see in the other pictures. It's fallen over, and she's put like blankets up in the front, and she finds Luke's lightsaber in the desert, and like goes to space to like investigate and find out what it is and who it belongs to and whatever, and it leads her to Luke, where she'll learn some Jedi training. But like, we don't know what's going on.
Okay, my first thought.
But yeah, that clearly looks like Luke and Anakin's lightsaber.
My first thought with the abandoned AT-AT though is there are going to be so many little kids that want to live in like a little AT-AT, and it's going to be so cute. Except I'm not going to fit in any of the things they produce to sell.
It's going to be the next race car bed.
Yeah, it's going to be the next race car bed.
A giant fallen over AT-AT.
I'm going to be really upset.
Okay, so next picture is the AT-AT looking into her house. She appears to have like a where it's like hanging over the top.
Yeah, just like
canopy awning.
Yeah.
An awning coming out of the AT-AT, and like some blankets hanging down, and her just like hunk of junk, ugliest ass chip sticking out.
Might I point out this foot here?
We've seen pictures of.
You remember the pictures of the big thing we thought?
Yeah, we've seen.
That looks like it could be the foot of an AT-AT.
There's a picture that someone took that everyone was just like, that's the foot of an AT-AT. And it was just the foot, but it's real, full size, and made, just sitting out there. And we were like, that's an AT-AT foot that they built. That's so cool.
I'm really upset because there's a giant AT-AT that got built and I didn't get to see it.
So she's living in an AT-AT in the desert
that
on probably Tatooine.
Look like brass knuckles.
There's another ship over there that you'll see associated with her ship. Like there it is again.
It's like a smaller little.
Some more angles, different AT-AT maybe. No, that's the same one.
Same one.
Different concepts.
Different angles of it.
There's like some junked other ships behind it.
There's like another AT-AT too.
Here's a picture of a guy character holding what appears again to be Anakin, Luke's blue lightsaber. The girl character like looking impressed, and then this little alien on the side that all the rumors have basically said he might be a member of the main party, which is kind of weird that they're gonna. But like in all the previous Star Wars movies, it's been human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in this, they're thinking that they're gonna have that guy, which what's his name that plays Gollum, is a main character in this movie. So they're thinking he might be that guy. And then there's this little droid that they say looks a lot like a miniature R2-D2 kind of thing.
That's exciting.
That's true.
So it's a tiny little astromech looking droid. And so that guy is what's the name of the guy from Austin? Could you look up the cast to this movie?
Oh yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, what's his name? The guy who was in Attack the Block. I can't remember, but I think that's him picking up the light, because all the rumors I've heard is that he's the one that like finds it and picks it up. And then here's clearly the villain holding Darth Vader's helmet.
Andy Serkis is who you think.
Andy Serkis is, I think, the villain. John Boyega. I believe that's John Boyega holding the lightsaber.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's what I've heard, like rumor-wise.
Oscar Isaac.
No, I the rumors have said that John Boyega picks up the lightsaber, I believe.
Okay.
So, so the villain has like a metal face of some kind. It looks like very sculpted. He's got this very Anakin-looking metal hand, except that Anakin's was gold and his is like iron-looking, like dirty metal.
It is Anakin.
Full circle.
Damn it, no. He's holding Darth Vader's helmet, so like...
Yeah,
maybe,
he just
maybe he is Anakin. He's like, oh, I missed this thing.
Well, if you look at the background there, that looks like the Death.
It might be a remnant of the Death Star.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't thinking the Death Star.
Well, that's where Darth Vader was, so...
That's not where he died, though.
I guess his helmet was removed.
No, they took his helmet with him to...
he was on Endor, you're right.
And they burned him.
That's why it's so fucked up, because they burned him in it.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
But that background looks like a Star Destroyer.
Yeah. And so then the other one's like the villain like touching the helmet. And this villain looks almost different. Like if you look at that face, he's got like a human upper lip, and the rest is like
I feel like it's just two different
metal
concepts.
And then too. That's what we were thinking. Is it might just be two different concepts of the same guy.
But who's playing?
This sounds so. One rumor that I hate, but I have to bring up, is a lot of people are thinking that Luke is the villain in this. And they're saying that, like his father, he fell to the dark side. And since Yoda said, if you leave now, you'll fail, and, like, you'll fall, and all these things were, like, he never completed his Jedi training, really. Like, when he came back, Yoda was like, oh, you came back. But he never really completed his Jedi training.
That's interesting, and I don't...
And he could fall to the dark side. I don't want that to be a thing.
I understand why you don't like it. And, like, I can't make any, like...
This sounds really weird, but that upper lip looks like Mark Hamill's upper lip, which I don't stare at Mark Hamill's upper lip very much, but...
This is reason to stare at
But it does, doesn't it?
It really does.
It looks like his mouth.
It does.
It really looks like Mark Hamill's mouth.
It does.
And, like, I'm not totally against that. I have to think about it a lot more.
So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll story base it if that is true, but, like, yeah, I don't know. This is a set that is concept art for a set that they built in England. And it's a Rebel base. There's some different X-Wings. There's the Millennium Falcon.
Falcon.
It's my favorite. Yeah, it's just a Rebel base, like, whatever. Some more probably Rebel base. That almost looks kind of Endor-ish. Or Yavin, even. It's very, like, foresty, tropically. Rebel base, so that's possible. This is like a castle on top of a hill kind of thing with a long gate going to it, and, like, the Millennium Falcon's parked on the side. But it looks like a castle. Like, maybe they're visiting Sauron.
I'm okay with that.
You shall not pass!
I'll try and put these pictures in the video while we're talking about whichever one we're talking about.
That'd be good. Okay, let's go to the next set. Austin, right? Is there another set?
Just go down, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, we're heading to the next set of images.
Keep going
Past
down.
pictures of women.
There you go.
Okay, so...
Just click once.
Fucking Max. PC for life.
Basically.
So this, again, appears to be the villain and if you look at her face, she does not look scared. She looks...
sad.
Not even sad, but like...
You know what it makes me think of?
Empty.
Yeah.
It's like she's given up.
You know, I feel like she's just been forced to watch somebody die.
If that's Luke, and she came to him for training and found that he turned the dark side, and he's now training her, that looks like her being corrupted almost.
You know what it makes me think of?
I think it looks like she's just been forced to watch somebody die.
But yeah, it looks like she's kind of given up.
Yeah, they're saying it's Daisy Ridley in that. But you know what it makes me think of, though? Huh. It makes me think of this scene in A New Hope with where they're on the Death Star and Princess Leia is standing in front of Darth Vader, and Tuck is like, "Tell us where the Rebel base is," and she's just like, "No."
Tuck?
Yeah.
Isn't that his name?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe.
I don't think it's Tuck,
like, you're better than me at this. It could be. You could spell it with 3 letters, so it's probably a Star Wars name.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. But
Dak and Han.
Like when she's standing there and Darth Vader's...
I totally see that too.
But yeah, so, like, I really don't want that to be a thing. There's several things that I'm like, I don't want that to be a thing, but they're looking pretty legitimate now, and so I don't know. If you pay attention, that also it's a very different face.
Yeah. Like,
the other theory is that, like, there's a lot of Inquisitors, and these are the Inquisitors going around hunting down the Jedi.
I would agree with that, too.
Like, the Inquisitors are the main villain, which the Inquisitor, being introduced in Star Wars Rebels, is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, he wouldn't be in this movie.
That pose.
Oh, yeah, kind of. That does heavily remind me of that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so excited for this.
There's what appears to be her walking into, like, this evil lair, and the color definition of like blue-red, not only for like light side, dark side, blue lightsaber, red lightsaber. Clearly, they're like, look at this Sith Lord
sitting there, yeah.
sitting in a throne in a cave, and she's walking in. Maybe she's gonna find. Maybe Luke has fallen to the dark side, and she brings him back. Like, I don't know, like, or maybe because that could definitely be Luke's cave on Tatooine, and because the rumor is that he's just been a hermit for the last 30 years.
Great. That's exactly what we need.
Another Obi-Wan.
Another hermit Jedi.
Basically, he's Obi-Wan, yeah. And like
Evil Obi-Wan, though.
Han hasn't seen him for almost 30 years, and like
What happened to Han and Leia? Do we
not confirmed, but like if they don't go with them being married, George Lucas's opinion on them being married, like when they said like, oh, in the books they're married, and he's like, the books aren't canon. And everyone's like, yeah, they are. And he's like, no, they're not. I'm George Lucas. And now they're officially not canon. But, fuck that guy. He was like, we never discussed marriage in the Star Wars universe. Maybe it's not even a thing.
It was Tark, is what she
Tark?
says.
Well, he's Tarkin.
He's Tarkin,
Yeah,
but she
Grandma.
calls him Tark.
Tarkin, yeah.
But yeah, like, that's a cool picture because it's clearly defining light side, dark side.
That's cool.
With the light.
Doing the orange-blue gimmick that I used to.
Yeah. Also, orange and blue in movie posters is a thing, and that's funny. The Millennium Falcon, we've seen it before. It's clearly parked in some very Middle Eastern looking buildings. Probably Tatooine.
Nope. We're going back to
Indiana Jones.
And,
Visit Jar Jar. Oh god, I don't want to go to Naboo.
Naboo. And then he's gonna be.
Okay, so this picture is cool.
What if we found Harrison Ford's character as Han Solo, but on Naboo, traveling through ancient abandoned temples? The hat.
Funny story.
Space book.
So there is there's an Indiana Jones comic book series that was like very short lived.
But Dr. Jones. We gotta find the temple.
But Admiral Solo.
God.
All right. So funny story. There's an Indiana Jones comic book series, and in the comic book series, while walking through the desert, I don't know.
No.
Oh, you're saying we're getting on with it? Walking through this like forest or something, he finds this crashed ship, and it's the Millennium Falcon, and he walks in and finds the bones of Han Solo, and he had been hearing reports of a Sasquatch running around. It was Chewbacca, yeah. So that happened in comics.
Yeah,
that's dumb and sad, but this picture's really cool.
I like that ship thing.
It's like not a speeder, but it's a cool motorcycle thing.
It's a sideways.
It's a glowing or floating motorcycle that looks awesome. Again, probably Daisy Ridley's character on it. Mm-hmm. Also, when everyone was like, "Oh, they hired one girl in this movie," and they were like, "There are two more actresses that were announced like the next day."
Yeah,
and then they also are making it very clear that the lead character is female.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
But
that's good. At least
that is really good.
It's better than other Star Wars.
It's better than all the rest of Star Wars.
But will she ever talk to another female character
that has a name and it's not about a guy?
Without talking about a guy.
It's by Disney, and Disney is really going the route of women right now.
Yeah, look at Frozen. That appears to be her ship.
Not the best example.
That appears to be concept art of her ship.
It's a better example than most.
There's her actual ship, we believe.
Yeah.
Looks like Brass Knuckles if I was a giant god.
But yeah, the thing looks pretty cool. Destroyed TIE Fighter.
Oh,
looks like a destroyed TIE Fighter. I don't.
Cool though.
Although the TIE Fighter, if you look closely, yeah, it's all black. I just noticed that.
Is it a TIE Fighter?
And it's got way more like parts on it. It's not like the smooth TIE Fighter like they used to be.
Yeah. It's cool.
That'd be cool to see a new TIE Fighter.
These stormtroopers have like big shoulder pads. Their armor appears to be a little shinier, maybe.
It's actually clean.
So that's cool.
Now they won't die in one hit, maybe.
No, now they're diligent soldiers.
Tatooine again, clearly. There is the giant pig puppet that we saw in the leaked photos from the set.
Oh yeah.
With a little guy riding on it and her being like, "Hey, you stop." I think.
Yeah, that's.
And then appears to be a destroyed Star Destroyer in the background.
I didn't even notice that the first time.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I noticed the moisture evaporator over there.
And then they've also released new pictures of the Chrome Trooper.
Yeah, you're talking about that.
Which appears to be like the leader of the other troopers, if not other Chrome Troopers, because is wearing like a cloak.
Yeah.
And it's like this giant Chrome Stormtrooper, which I'm thinking that the girl from Game of Thrones, what's her name?
Which, there's a lot of girls in Game of Thrones.
The girl from Game of Thrones that's in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Man, I've not been paying enough attention. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
She's really cool. She might be the Chrome Trooper, like, leader.
That's cool.
Because the Chrome Trooper concept art looks like the bust looks slightly larger than a normal Stormtrooper.
Okay.
And so it looks like it could be a woman in there, maybe.
That'd be cool.
So, like...
But aren't they...
I want her... No, they're
that's
not
just
clones.
the clones.
They stopped being clones.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. And their female Stormtroopers are officially a thing. That was actually... I think that may have been confirmed for the first time offhandedly in the in A New Dawn, the book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie might be the Chrome Trooper. Which would be super cool.
Are these two new?
Yeah, I don't know those people.
Pip Anderson?
Oh, no. I remember when they got hired. He's like a parkour expert.
Okay.
And he's like YouTube parkour person.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is all looking amazing.
Yeah. I'm so excited to hear the backstory of this battle that took place on Tatooine.
Yeah, because clearly there's an AT-AT.
There was like a war on
There's
Tatooine.
a crashed Star Destroyer in the background. Yeah, looks like there was a hard invasion on Tatooine. And he got struck. What if it was just Luke?
Shut up.
Like they
Don't do that to me.
Like they were going after Luke?
What if Luke, Force Unleashed, just pulls down the Star Destroyer?
What if he's just like super angry and he just like destroys everything?
And he uses so much power and he kills so many people and he does this, he's just so mad that he falls to the dark side.
Yeah. I'm actually totally okay with that.
This is my official fan theory for the moment.
I'm okay with
I
that.
don't believe it, but I think it would be cool.
But we didn't see any Rebel destroyed stuff.
Exactly.
No, we saw a Rebel base.
But everything that's been crashed and destroyed is a TIE fighter, a Star Destroyer, and an AT-AT.
Yeah.
So...
that have just been...
telling you, Luke just force pulls it out of space.
Everything.
Yeah, we have
That'd
no
be
idea.
Great.
It's gonna be very interesting to see.
That was really awful part of the game Force Unleashed when you pulled the Star Destroyer out of the sky.
Yeah.
But like video of it is awesome, but actually controlling it was just awful. The mechanics of that game were just the worst.
They weren't good.
Glad I didn't play it.
Yeah, it's an awful game. It was tap, and you had to like move the sticks while you were tapping way too hard. Like couldn't do it.
Nope.
That's funny.
That game was terrible.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to this episode.
Sorry for such like a news-heavy.
I'm not sorry at all. This is all Star Wars. I'm fine with it.
But that movie.
That's enough.
I'm so excited.
Watch Rebels. It's already got confirmed for a second season.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
You look like such a little kid. You were so excited. You're like, oh.
Every time we talk Star Wars, I'm a 12-year-old.
I am
know.
too. I am.
Rebels makes
I think
me
I'm
12
like a
again.
15-year-old, maybe.
It's because you didn't discover Star Wars until you were older.
No.
I remember
the first scene I ever saw of
I
Star
didn't
Wars
see it until I was later.
was the end of episode 4 where they're getting the medals. And, like, I had no context to this at all. And I'm like, there is, like, a giant Yeti thing.
Have you seen the video of that scene without music?
Yes.
It's so awkward. They just slowly walk down the aisle, like, smiling at people and, like, laughing. And it's like, clearly
really
they are
awkward.
insane.
But yeah, that's the first scene I ever saw in Star Wars. And I have very distinct memories of it because I was really confused.
Especially if you watch, the new version of that scene where they added, triple the amount of people.
Yeah.
To make it look bigger.
I really
this
hate
episode
George Lucas sometimes.
It's over. Sometimes? Because I hate him, pretty much all the time.
He invented Star Wars.
Why doesn't he like Star Wars?
But he destroyed Star Wars.
Tell us what you guys think of George Lucas in the comments.
And the new
below.
movie and all the things and
Star Wars.
DC or Marvel? Marvel.
Oh,
Marvel.
We're playing Marvel.
All right,
Marvel.
guys. Thanks so much.
Marvel.
We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I mean, ew.